Hey guys, it is Duane here from DewyHQ, and today we are playing some more Digimon Cyber Sleuth. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to do some side quests. Yeah, let's go with this Nakano Underground. Alright, let's do this one. Sweet. Okie dokie. I'll explain all the details. The client this time is the local government that takes care of the utilities for Nakano. Basically, it's the bureaucratic agency. Whatever. Moving on. Why are you so shocked? Of course, we specialize in the supernatural and complex cybercrime, so we have a very specific clientele. But we have cooperated very well with Detective Matayoshi's police force, so they consider us to be a pretty good detective agency. We received a case from a public agency, quite a rare event. This case was originally discussed by Detective Matayoshi with the government agency. It's a bit special, so Detective Matayoshi has passed down the government agency like a sort of ace up his sleeve. Now it's our case. Got it? Right. Good. Now the case is to unlock the gate in the Nakano underpass. The gate seems to be locked due to some electronic glitch and it cannot be opened. Huh? What, you don't know about the Nakano underpass? It's a facility that houses the equipment used to provide Nakano's public utilities such as power cables, water pipes and so on. They are moving forward with the plan to improve the look of the city centre above ground by housing all the public utilities underground. Looks like all the visible power cables and telephone poles are set to disappear in the not too distant future. Well, it is true. That is, it is a lot safer, and you know, when there's storms and stuff, you don't have to worry about all the power lines getting knocked over and stuff like that. So that's in my personal opinion, it's a lot better to have everything underground. The only real issue that could affect any of that is like to do with tectonic movement, but I guess that would kind of affect it anyway if it was above ground, because you know, if there was an earthquake and it loosened the ground knocks over a telephone pole, etc. Underneath Nakano, there is a vast complex of tunnels. So there are many entrances. One of these tunnels is where we need the gate to unlock. It's password protected electronic lock, but it seems some time ago it locked itself for no reason and no one has been able to open it since. They contacted the manufacturer, but they gave up. If needs be, they will destroy the gate, but obviously it will incur serious costs. While the costs were discussed, a weird groaning noise was heard from coming the other side. Seems something strange is going on. The manufacturer has a bad feeling about this, doesn't want to open up the gate, and the government suspected criminal activity called Matayoshi. So then it was passed back to us. Right. So assuming it's just going to be a Digimon. The gate in question has been electronic locked. Naturally, there's cyberspace inside it. You're the only one who can break into the gate without destroying it. We've already received permission from the government to access the underpass. Alright then, shall we go find out what the real situation of the underground gate is? Where is the groaning voice coming from? What kind of strange world lies beyond the gate? This is going to be so much fun. Huh, it's an underground gateway, so there will be just an underground tunnel behind it, right? Hey, have you ever heard of the stochastic process in quantum mechanics? I guess I should tell you about Oh yeah, I know about this one. Until we open up the game, until we open up the gate, we will not know if we'll find an underground tunnel or a void of space. Yeah. I think the Stroder's cat, or however you say it, it's like if you put a cat in a box, you don't know if it's dead until you actually look at it, or if it's alive until you look at it. So it's both in the time of being alive and dead at the same time. It's a pretty weird theory, but like I guess it makes sense in some context. I'm pretty sure there's a lot better videos out there explaining how it works. I'm pretty sure that's just a brief overview of it though. So until we open the gate, there's a flux of overlapping possibilities, so just try to enjoy it. So I love it, they just kind of throw in like scientific and technological terms for no reason. Alright, how do we access the underground? That's what I'd assume we'd go in there, so how do we access it? I'm gonna ask Kyoko. Oh, pfft, that didn't tell me anything. Oh, maybe we go the lift? No? Unless we dive straight into cyberspace. It might... maybe out onto the map. There we go. Nakano underpass. Did you arrive at the underpass? When the gate we need to unlock is inside. The control panel should be beside you. Do you see a connect jump? There it is. What happened? What? Connect jump isn't working? That's strange. It's an electronic lock. Should be some sort of network inside it. Perhaps it's just that you didn't activate the connect jump properly. Right, I think it's time to... I verified your ability to perform a connect jump. Raise your hand. Now concentrate. Now what? That's it. 30 minutes later. 1 hour later. Several hours. Oh, no way, man. 100 years later. Yeah, okay. What were you doing just now? Whatever you're doing, it doesn't seem to be like it's working. No. Oh no, it looks like I can't just verify it. Well, it seems that you can only connect jump if you feel disappointed. If I were to pose it as a theory as to how your connect jump works, your ability to locate digital waves piggybacks on it the target's location's digital space and then enters it. It can be a network, a PC server, it doesn't matter what the target location is. If it has a digital space, then you should be able to access it. However, there seems to be certain limitations to when interfering with digital waves. In other words, when you can, when you can't, you can't. Wait, how could you connect jump this time then? It doesn't prove to support my answer, but perhaps there were others just like you who tried and failed to open the lock and were all disappointed. I like how they just rambled on about disappointment for like 5 minutes. It's okay. Alright. What Digimon are in this one? Tokomon. Actually, I'm probably going to make a quick trip to the Digilab while we're here, while we've got the option to. So... okay, nice, 22. Yeah, probably going to make a quick trip to the Digilab, so don't mind me. I'll be back in 1 second. And we're back. Okay, so just did a quick fiddling around there in the Digilab. Okay, so moving on. What is that? What is that? Okay, let's have a look. Yellow. Hacking skill, copy and paste. Copy. Alright, let's have a look. Tentamon! Too easy. Dun 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 dun! Oh yeah, by the way, I got a Vmon. Thought that would be pretty cool to have for the team. Alright, so we want to paste. And I was kind of hoping that was one of the digi eggs that we needed. That's what I was hoping for. No, so that might have been all we needed to do actually. Just go in and copy and paste it. More Tentamon. Just use Galestorm once again. Nice and easy. It's not going to be much of a challenge until we get some sort of boss fight or something like that. Okay. Oh, so that was just the entrance, right? We weren't even in the pass. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's definitely a digital space. Seems you managed to unlock the gate, so thanks for that. It must have been easy for you, given your skill. Hey, nice compliment there, Kyoko. What? There's a bit of a labyrinth in the underground tunnel? What do you mean by a bit? Is there any sign of Digimon or an eater there? I see. It is strange that it's just a small section of labyrinth. Hey, I know we said we couldn't know what we'd find here, but I wasn't expecting that. I believe we have witnessed a special digital wave occurrence. It's as if there's some sort of current. I see. That's definitely a ley line. Have you ever heard of ley lines before? It's either ley line or lee line. I'm not quite sure of the term. There are many in Tokyo. They're also called dragon chains. Dragon signifies the undulating landscape. The hills, the mountains. The dragon train is what we call the flow of the land spirit. I love it, my god, it's like, okay, totally understand this, yeah, indeed, yeah, that, yeah, definitely, yeah, this is just a lot of unnecessary information I need to know right now, yeah, okay, cool. She's just kind of giving us, like, historical lessons for no reason. All I know is that there's going to be Digimon down here. Sure. Man, she's like a walking encyclopedia. Alright. So I don't think we can go this way. Nope. So let's go this way. Alright, should we go left or right? Let's go left. The tunnel just keeps going, you say? It stays on course, and then we're going to end up right in Ronpongi, which could mean, You know, this reminds me of something else I've heard about before. As I mentioned before, Tokyo's ley lines stem from Mount Fuji, which of course is not a coincidence given that it's a sacred place. The energy takes old highways like Kosho Kaido and to get from Tokyo to Mount Fuji. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. We fast forwarded a lot there. Stop there, right there. Don't go any further. Or farther. You're standing right at the border of the Moon Eye Kappa? Oh my god, I'm not even going to attempt to say that word. Municipality? I'll insert like a Microsoft Sand thing here. Go any further and I'm sure you'll be in central government territory. That's a hive we best not poke. Color me intrigued though. That's a hell of a thing to stumble on by just walking around inside that tunnel. We're just not prepared to pick out that sort of fight. There's still too much we don't know. This little tangent of ours has gone on long enough, I think. Head back the way you came and head back to the office. So we showed up at a place we're not really supposed to be at. So though it's not as strong as we're used to, that tunnel has caused a digital wave. We should probably keep it locked up like that before after all. I have no idea how we're going to explain all this to our client. No matter how you spin it, we'll probably have to take, it's a lot they'll have to take in. I wouldn't be surprised if they come away even looking even sketchier than we already do. Let's just let Detective Matayoshi deal with it. Some jobs are best left to others. You curious what exactly was actually beyond where you stopped? That makes two of us, believe me. Actually, while you're on your way back, I decided to look into it a little bit more. Apparently what you found was the Kamishira research lab of all things. Oh, don't be so dense, I told you, that area is under jurisdiction of the central government. That's not the sort of place you want to wander into for fun. If nothing else, it indicates that Kamishira and the government have a tighter relationship than we had previously suspected. Going out to Kamishira could well mean that we're also ruffling the government's feathers. That's why we can't be so hasty right now. We'll do what we can to prepare and cross that bridge when we come to it. This, I guess, on my end, but I imagine it was Kamishira that changed the password on the door and rendered it impossible to get it open. They probably weren't counting on us being able to actually break in and snip around. Knowing that, it could well serve as our ace in the hole later, when the time does to confront them, hopefully unawares. But again, let's not worry about hashing out the details until we have to. Just be grateful that we got it up our sleeve if need be. On that note, I realise this case is technically closed. So, what do you say about heading over to Ronpongi for me one more time? Not an official business. Rather, I'm doing a little bit independent intelligence gathering for our own internal use. Surely you'd be interested in why Kamishira has built a research lab underneath the Tokyo Metropolitan government building too, right? So how about you walk through the front door and see what you can find? Sound good? Okay. Moving on. Okay. You can do this. You know what? Screw it. Let's buy a medal. Spin to win. Sukamon. You can now go to the Tokyo Metropolitan Boulevard. Oh, you're here for the tour of the lobby? Please come on inside. You must be confused. Let me explain. Construction on the new Metropolitan building isn't quite complete yet. Well, it's at one point, that is, until a major firm came in and decided the upper floors merited additional construction. As such, while this is going on, the lobby remains free and open to the public to visit. Hello. Did you make it inside the building? Alright, I get you. So, they're alright with you hanging around the lobby? Well, that makes our work a little easier then. Go on in. All you need is a point in the terminal somewhere where you can infiltrate the systems. Piece of cake at this stage, I'd say. Once you find a terminal, slip on in and work your magic like always. I wish I was there to see it myself. It seems like be quite the sight. It reminds me of the Tower of Babel in a way. I guess I'm starting to ramble again though. Don't worry about me. Feel free to get back to work now. Man, she does a lot of talking, doesn't she? Can I talk to this dude? No, not. Check the Digiline real quick. Quiz time! What nutrients are carrots full of? I think they're full of vitamins. I've got no idea, to be honest. Anyway, moving on. Oh, I wonder where the terminal could be. Couldn't be that. No way. Alright, we'll quickly dive in. Let's go. Alright. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it quits for today for this episode. We're definitely going to explore the rest of this digital labyrinth here come the next episode, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And it was Duane here from DewyHQ, signing out. See you guys.